This message is going to be for Pisces or Pisces cross watchers. If you were drawn to watch this message, I take it as a sign that there's something here for you. I'm getting that you are being recognized in some way. You're being recognized for your transformation. You've come a long way from how you used to be, is what I'm hearing. You're very different now. And not that how you used to be was any one way, but it was very different than the way you are now. It was very different than the path you are choosing now. It's admirable the way that you have overcome your challenges, the way that you look at life now. You've really come a long way. You are, I'm hearing, well-rounded. You've learned a lot of lessons. I get that a lot of you have just come through a very significant life change. You could have been one way and now you're seeing things completely different now. You may be actually wanting to be saved. You could have just gotten saved. You may be changing from one belief system to another completely. Maybe you weren't a believer at all. I'm getting the vibe of like someone wasn't really a believer in something here. You know, it could have even been themselves. They just really were so down on themselves and always like, whether they wore this on the outside or not, someone here probably was just like, why am I really even truly here? And maybe even the only way that they felt important, if they have children, was like the identity of their children. That made them feel important, which is great. But what happened before your kids were here? I mean, there's a reason you came here. So it's like someone had to realize they were important too. And this is you. For some of you, you had to realize that you are important here. You had a place even before you became a parent. If you are one, you know, for some, it's like you are very important, and maybe you've lost sight of that after a time. You know, maybe things were kind of just always one way and you thought they had to be this way, and then this is what things really were. But you're starting to see, it's like the light has been shed on the truth of your suffering, is what I'm hearing. You've suffered a lot, and people around you have suffered, and it's been up to you all along to know that you really are going to be the one that leads your family. You're going to lead them. You're going to change your whole lineage, is what I'm hearing. You're going to change it completely. It stops with you, is what I'm hearing. Could be addictions that, you know, they've kind of been in the family for some, you know, and it stops with you because you are going to be the leader. It's like you really, you're the, you will be the matriarch in your family if you're not already. Some of you already are. If you're not the feminine here, you are really the leader in your family. Even if they don't want to, you know, give you that credit, it's not really about that. That's not what we're looking for. I think that you are realizing that you are the one in the family who pulls the family through. Like if it wasn't for you, even in the friend group, if the friend group is like family, and the reason is because you are not afraid to address the issues. You are not afraid to address truths. Whereas before, you may have wanted to handle things a specific way, but now you're like, no. Like you're seeing something completely different, Pisces. I don't know what to tell you, or Pisces crosswatcher. You are like completely enlightened now, or someone is that's attached to your energy. It's total enlightenment where someone is like, it keeps getting light and dark in here too. Do you notice that? It's like someone is like having this huge awakening of why they're here on this planet, and maybe now they're a believer. I'm hearing, I'm a believer, but you're in love with me. Oh, I'm also hearing, sugar, da, 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 da. Oh, honey, honey, da, 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 da. You are my candy girl. Someone, this could actually spark someone, maybe someone's falling in love with like a spiritual teacher, or you are a spiritual teacher and people are falling in love with you, or a person is, or you are falling so in love with yourself. You are so in love with yourself that this is when love in the physical appears. When it's like, oh no, you know, it's like, oh, some of you, your forever person is arriving. And I don't know in what form or how this is going to come about. It's going to be different for everybody. But for some of you Pisces, vice versa, crosswatcher, whoever, your spiritual counterpart is arriving in style. For some of you is what I'm hearing. And the style here is they are the biggest and the baddest on the block, baby. And you know why? Because they are also enlightened like you. And the two of you here are gonna know when you know, you know? It's like, if you know, you know. You're gonna know. I don't know why I see like iRobot. I see like, you know, the whole world is crumbling and crashing, and then it's like all the people who see awakening to each other. And then again, I hear the beep, 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 beep. So I don't know if Spirit's giving me that for this message or if it's actually in the background. So if y'all hear that too, it's like a beep, 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 beep. It sounds like construction or something backing up. They're backing something up, or they're denouncing something, their old way of being, their old way of thinking. They're changing. They're becoming a believer. You are. Someone is. And if you're like, no, there's no way, absolutely not, I don't believe, you are about to become a believer. Someone here is. Or maybe someone attached to your energy, maybe someone you love. They are going to become a believer because of you. With love, you light the way, is what I'm hearing for you, Pisces, or Pisces cross-watcher. With love, you light the way, which would mean with yourself, because you are love. So it would mean be yourself, and that will light the way for other people. Be authentic. Continue to be authentic. And if that means that you are judged, be judged. If that means that you are outcast, be outcast. If that means that you are shunned, you are belittled, you are betrayed, be these things and allow the transformation to take place. And ask during these moments, ask, what is this? What is this I'm meant to be learning during this message? What is the lesson? Help me to see it and have discernment to learn this lesson so that I don't have to repeat it, and to be able to apply it on this journey of my existence as I go. Help me to remember this lesson. Help me to use it for my benefit and to be able to help other people, you know. With love, you light the way, Pisces cross-watcher. Some of you may always have been leaders, or someone around you may have always been a leader, but maybe they weren't always leading in the best light, the best way, you know? Someone could always hear, like, and most people do it. I think we all do it, actually, at different times in our life where we abuse our authority, you know? Like, let's say you're a witch and you abuse your authority. Like, you could hex people, you could, you know, it doesn't mean you should, but you do it anyway. It's like that kind of shit, you know? So maybe some of you used to do things, and now, like, I'm hearing low vibrational, it is what it is, you know? I'm hearing call it as I see it. You yourself may have done some low vibrational things, and now you're like, I've changed, I'm coming to the light, I'm not doing this anymore, you know? It's like I'm not walking this path. You're walking a different path. Someone here could completely switch teams, you know? Someone could change their political views. Some of you could be changing your political views. Maybe you don't vote anymore. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to vote anymore. I don't believe in it. Maybe you have an awakening that it's all a crock of shit, allegedly, you know? Maybe you're like, maybe you change your view on marriage. Maybe you change your view on open relationships. Maybe you change your view on lottery. You could change your view on some of your siblings. You could definitely be changing your view on yourself. And I think it starts here, though, you know. I think you're changing your view on yourself. Like, you're starting to admit to yourself, or you have been for a while, your own flaws. And you haven't really been focusing on everyone else, because we also know that's not how we grow, you know. You've faced your own demons, and you've been doing that. And while everybody else has been trying to focus on yours, you know, or vice versa, this could be someone else attached to your energy. But it's like, while everybody's been focusing on yours, you've also been focused on yours, which is what you were supposed to be doing. And you've been adjusting things with yourself, and you've been having these epiphanies and these awakenings, and people are shocked as fuck about your transformation. I'm gonna tell you right now, or they will be, if people don't know that you've switched teams or something, or that now you no longer practice what you practiced before. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of hate for that sometimes, you know, because if people call you a liar or a hypocrite, they'll be like, no, you were this way, and you'll be like, no, I was this way. It's like I was talking about this in an Aries message the other day. I said, Dax, the singer, you can call him singer, rapper, whatever, he's an Aries. And I know this isn't an Aries message, this is a Pisces message. But he says in the Joker Returns or something, you don't know me, you knew me. You get what I mean? And so there's that kind of that vibe here also, where you're gonna get people who are not gonna want you to change. You guys ever heard that Rascal Flatts song, I'm Moving On? You guys should look it up. Look up the lyrics to the song by Rascal Flatts, I'm Moving On. And I'm pretty sure in it, Some of the lyrics are, I've lived in this town and I know all the faces. Each one is different, but they're always the same. They mean me no harm, but it's time that I face it. They'll never allow me to change. And then he's like, I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong. I'm moving on. It's like, you know, you're moving on from a lifestyle, you're moving on from a belief, you're moving on from people, you know, you're moving on from an aspect of yourself, sides of yourself. You're different, you're changing, and you can, you know. Evil doesn't want you to believe that you can, but you can, hello, and you know it, and you are being reborn. You know, some of you are absolutely going to be saved, or you are rededicating your life. You know, that's been definitely the message, and I'm picking up on it for Pisces here, Pisces crosswatcher, and it's like, you're going to catch your breath. I feel like I need to catch my breath. You're going to catch your breath again. You're going to feel like you're able to breathe, like you're brought back to life, because all you are is breath. You are breath, honey. Your whole, everything is breath. If your breath was gone, you'd be gone. So you are realizing that you are the breath of life. You are love. And so whatever you were doing before in life, you couldn't even call that love because it wasn't. Who you realize you are now is love. Before, it was the illusion of love. And you're realizing this, you're waking up to this, and you're seeing things. You're having like all these epiphanies, right? And because of that, you're going to experience a lot of change. But I think you're taking it all in beautifully, and you're being an example to other people. And I think that that's really commendable. I love that. I thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.